Chapter 10. Soil Erosion and Conservation. Learning Objectives. Soil Profile. Soil Formation. Soil Erosion. Soil Conservation. Soil Profile. Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth. It consists of humus, clay, rock particles, air, and water. It supports the plants by providing them water, air, and other nutrients. These plants provide food for all living beings. Soil is important for the survival of life on the earth. We have studied about soil profile in our previous class. Let us revise and understand the different layers of soil in the earth's crust. Topsoil. The uppermost layer of soil is called the topsoil. It contains humus, air, water, and other nutrients, essential for the plants to grow. Humus is the mixture of decomposed leaves and microorganisms. It is dark in color and suitable for growing plants. Subsoil. The second layer of the soil just below the top layer is called subsoil. It is made up of small pieces of rocks and water. Most of the minerals are found in this layer. Parent soil. The third layer, made of broken rocks with no organic matter, is called parent soil. No plant or animal life exists in this layer. Bedrock. It forms the lowermost layer of soil profile. It is made of large pieces of rocks and does not support plant or animal life. That is why this layer is not soil. It is just a part of soil profile. Did you know there are more living organisms in 1 tablespoon of soil than there are people on Earth? 1 tablespoon of soil contains between 100 million to 1 billion bacteria. Soil formation. At the time of the formation of the earth, only water, air, and hard rocks were present. Rocks were heated by the sun and cooled down by the rain. These actions of the sun and rain broke the rocks into small pieces. These small pieces broke further into smaller pieces by the repeated action of heating and cooling. These pieces were carried around by wind and water. They also rubbed against each other and became tiny particles of soil. It took millions of years to form different layers of the soil. Soil erosion. The condition of wearing off or washing away of the loose topsoil by the action of strong winds and heavy rains is called soil erosion. You might have seen muddy water flowing down the hills or flowing through the streets during rainy season. This is because of soil erosion, as rainwater washes away the loose topsoil along with it. This can prove to be dangerous for the survival of living beings, as land loses its fertility due to soil erosion and is unable to produce enough food for all. Let us study about the agents responsible for soil erosion. Deforestation. Roots of plants and trees hold the soil firmly. Cutting down the trees on a large scale is called deforestation. It is the main cause of soil erosion. When trees are cut down, the soil becomes loose and is easily carried away by the wind and water. People building roads and industries in hilly areas cut trees indiscriminately. As a result, landslides on hills are common. Overgrazing by the cattle also causes soil erosion. Floods and running water. Floods are common in rainy season. During floods, the rivers overflow and carry away the topsoil of fertile lands. A river coming down the hill carries a lot of stones, pebbles, and mud along with it. All these sediments get accumulated in the plains when the flow of the river slows down and compels the river to change its course. In Bihar, River Kosi changes its course frequently, due to which people of North Bihar get affected every year. River Kosi is known as the sorrow of Bihar. Wind. strong winds also blow away the topsoil of places with less vegetation, especially in desert or semi-desert areas. This affects the farmers because the topsoil carries away humus along with it, leaving the soil less fertile. In some places, trees and plants die because their roots lose their soil cover due to strong wind. Soil conservation. We have already studied that soil formation is a very slow process and it took millions of years to form soil. So we should protect it from wearing away by the forces of wind and water. This is called soil conservation. Although we cannot stop natural forces like wind and water, but we can control their damaging action by adopting various means and creating awareness among the people. Afforestation. Planting of trees on a large scale in open lands is called afforestation. Since roots of trees and plants hold the soil firmly, we should plant trees in open lands and fields. Crop rotation. Crop rotation is the method of growing different crops, one after another on the same field. It keeps the soil covered with vegetation. By doing so, the farmers do not leave their fields barren for long. This protects the topsoil from getting eroded easily. Cover crops. The fields should not be left barren after harvesting the crops. Either it should be cultivated again for the next crop or farmers should grow cover crops like grass and creepers. The roots of these plants hold the soil particles firmly and prevent erosion. Trees and bushes should be grown along the boundary of the fields as they would act as a shield against the force of strong terrace farming. Cutting steps or terraces on the slope of hills and building embankment on their edges will control the flow of water. It will help in minimizing soil erosion. This type of farming is called terrace farming. Construction of embankments. During monsoons, heavy rainfall causes floods that affect the areas nearby the rivers. The construction of embankments prevents the fields from getting flooded and also checks soil erosion. Keywords: soil profile, different layers of the soil. Soil erosion, wearing away of the soil by natural forces like wind and water. Afforestation, planting trees on a large scale. Deforestation, cutting trees on a large scale. Embankment, a wall for keeping river water in control. Chapter Roundup. Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. Different layers of soil is called soil profile. The agents of soil erosion are the different forces of nature. Major cause of soil erosion is deforestation by human beings. Methods of soil conservation are afforestation, building embankment, crop rotation, terrace farming, etc.